Alright, in this video we'll see how to create a job listing app or plugin. So in this page you'll see the list of jobs that has been added with the help of custom post type, and you can see if someone clicks or views it, you'll see the value gets incremented to 1, and the same way for other jobs as well. Now this is created with Ajax. Without page refresh it's getting updated. Now in case if you don't want UI UX designer to be listed on this page, you just need to make this inactive. Just get into it, not active, just save it, and you will see UI UX designer is gone. Likewise, if you want to add one more job profile, let me just show you how to add it. This is a custom post type that we have created. Now I'm going to add a graphic designer. I need to add a featured image. I'm making this as active by default, and I'm setting it to a category. This is called custom taxonomy. We will be creating it, and this is getting into UI UX. Before that, I wanted to create a. So let's just stick to the website, and if I click on publish, you'll see this graphic designer post will available on the career page. So these are coming from the shortcode. I just have to use this shortcode, and this section will appear. And as said, this Ajax will be working if anyone clicks on it or clicks on apply. Now for the taxonomy, I just want to add one more taxonomy, which is graphic designer, and this is the child of design department. And if I click on the jobs, you'll see the WP list table. So this is a modified list table. By default only the title and the date would show up. So I have modified in such a way that without getting into the page we can view whether the graphic designer is in the department website. We don't want him to be in the department of website. We want to be in the graphic designing, so you can update it. Now you see it's in the department graphic design, and the status is active. You can also check this is coming from the metabox, and we can see whether this is active or not. The job is active or not. If it is not active, we can just enter it and get into the page and make it active. If you don't want it, as of now you'll see graphic designer is getting listed, and so I'll just make this inactive. Just scroll a bit down and make it not active, and that's it. Graphic designer won't be available. So that's the intro, and if in this video we are going to see how to create a custom post type. So you'll see on the sidebar, this is the job is actually a custom post type, and the metabox, as you see on the sidebar, you will see a metabox called active, not active. This is a custom metabox. And the taxonomy, which we have already said, we have a department taxonomy. We would be seeing how to make this parent-child relationship. So in the IT department we have two sub-departments. In the mobile design department we have two sub-departments again. So then we have WP list table. So this WP list table is actually customizable. So we have customized so that whatever is there in the post meta table, we will be fetching it and displaying it in this particular page. The same way we have shortcode. You just have to insert the shortcode, and you'll see this HTML gets rendered, and with the help of Ajax. Fine, that's the end of the intro. In case if you're interested in learning getting into the web development, WordPress development, or UI UX development, I have a complete source tutorial for it. It will be a zero to hero roadmap. HTML has 56 lessons, CSS has 104 lessons, JavaScript has hundreds of lessons, and these are made in such a way that are not theory based but are practical based. You'll be learning from very basics. Filtering data, WYSIWYG editor will be creating this, and as you complete through the process, you will be able to create a custom chatbot, Giphy site clone, IMDb clone, text to speech app. So if you are interested, just get enrolled in this link. I'll share the link in the description. In case if you like my journey of creating videos, I would like you to fuel my coding journey. This is a page. If you wish to donate or share anything, I would be very happy to receive it. I'll leave the link in the description in case if you're interested. So without wasting time, let's get into the code. For the first thing that we need is we need to get into our plugins folder. We need to create a new folder called career, and inside the career we need to create a file. So this PHP file should have the same name as your folder name. In this case it's career.php. Now we need to pass some metadata so that we can have our plugin listed in this particular page, the name, the description. So these metadata are passed with the help of PHP comment. So this is actually the metadata. Now if I refresh, you will see in the plugins page there would be one more plugin listed. So in this case it's UIM Job Listing. Now we need to create a custom post type. That function we are appending it with the hook called init. So in the init hook this function would get called. In this function we are configuring the label and passing it to the label attribute, and we are making it public. So these I have gone through in depth in the previous video. We can just skip it. As archive, we want the title, we want the editor, we want the thumbnail. So in the custom post type you will see these three. If you click on add post, we have this title is actually the text box you show here. Just below what you see is the editor, and never featured image, it's because that is coming from here. And if I make this false, you will see this will get changed into the old editor. So let me just save this and make our plugin active, and I'll show you. Click on active and you will see the jobs again. You can name it as anything, job 2, and the menu name also job 2. So this is ours. If I click on it, if I click on add post, this is the block. Let's put it false. I make this false, you will see it get back to the original classic editor. Cool. As of now let's just keep it as it is. If you want you can make this true, and we are making this slug. I'll show you before. Let's just add a taxonomy. The taxonomy is going to be the similar code as of our custom. We are registering post type with, we are using register post type for custom post type, we are using register taxonomy for categories. We are passing the label, we are setting the hierarchy. Again, if you need this REST, this is nothing but REST API. If you are using REST API for when you have a mobile app and you want the API to be created by WordPress, you will be using this show in REST, and you want the category to be displayed on the WP list table. So I'm making this true. By default title and date would show up. If you make this, your department also show up in the WP list table. If I refresh it, you will see one more button for called departments, and here in this departments already we have two. Let me just delete these. Let's add our own department. So here the department what we can add is HR department, and the second one is marketing department. And now I am adding recruiter, but this time HR department is the parent. And the same I'm adding sales head, and this time marketing head is going to be the parent. Now we have our hierarchy set. If I click on add post, you will see those hierarchy on the sidebar. You can see these are available on the sidebar. Now let's add a metabox. Now this code is responsible for adding metabox. This is a hook and we are calling the function, and this is for the WordPress to know what is the handle name, and this is the job status you will see at the sidebar, and this is the function what HTML that need to be rendered. We will write it inside this function, and then we have a slug, and then this is for the whether to show on the sidebar, whether to show on the main menu. We can have normal or side, and this is the priority. You can make this if it is just below this text editor, you have to set the priority. There are high, medium and low. If you want your metabox to show just after this, you will set this to high. So this is only useful when you have multiple metaboxes, so that you can give priority. Based on the priority it will be listed just below the text editor. Now what we need is, if someone the relevant HTML that need to be called, we need a select tag, and that select tag will have active or not active, and since it's custom post type, we'll store the values in the WP option table. So we have a function with to get or set the data. So we are passing the key, so this is a key. We are making this key so that we can store the value active or not active. So based on the value not active and not active, if it is active, the word selected would be attached itself. If it is not active, the word would be attached itself. So this is WordPress helper function. Now we are getting the value, and we are checking whether it's active or not active. So based on that, the selected keyword would get appended. I hope this is clear. Now when I try to save, I have not saved this. When I try to save, I want the checkbox to be the metabox also to get saved. In that case, I when there is a when the post getting saved, so this is the hook. I am checking whether I am in the proper get custom post type. So that's why I'm checking here whether I'm in the proper custom post type, and I'm checking whether this is the actual key. So you have to note there is underscore and there is no underscore. It's because WordPress make this proper protected keyword so that no one other than the one who created the keyword knows it. So then with the help of update post meta, we are just updating the data that we have received with the which is in the WP option table, and that's it. So you will see the post. Now let's try adding one post. So we can add a recruiter here, and let's set it to active, and this is going to be in recruiter, and let's set the feature image, and set the feature image, click on publish. And now if I click into get into, let's just add one more post, and this post is going to be sales head, and sales head will make this active, set the image, and finish. Now these two will be listed on the WP list table. By default you will see only the department, because we have made this available on the show in column. Show in, or if I remove this, you won't see the department on the WP list table. Now let's modify the table. So to modify the table, we have a filter, and so that filter is made in such a way that this is going to be the custom post type, and it knows WordPress that this is the actual table that we are calling. So this is the post type that we need to pass in the place of XXX, and we are defining the columns. What are the columns that we need? We need the for each is because we want the title to be shown at first, and after that we want our custom columns to show. That's why I have used for each. We want, after the title we want a department, after that we have job status, we need the featured image, and if I make this, you'll see those will be listed, and after, since it's listed, we want the data to be displayed. Similarly, we have used add filter. We need to use add action similar to the syntax. You can see the syntax, and instead of columns we have custom columns. That's the only difference. And I'm selecting if it is job status, then get the value from WP meta field, and WP option, and display it. I think it's not WP option, it's the post meta. I'm sorry for that. Previously also I have used WP option. It's not WP option, it's post meta. And the same way we have the column for the department. Get the terms. So this terms is nothing but it's in the taxonomy, but terms are actually stored in the WP terms table. Also WP terms, also WP terms taxonomy table, and WP underscore terms relationship. So these three tables will get combined with an SQL query and will return the actual data, or in other words the term, we would be storing it in this variable. And for the featured image, we in the previous video also we have seen how to, this is actually the high level function. The outputs the HTML. Low level function just returns the URL. We are using a high level function, so you will receive the image tag with the specified size, 50 pixel width, 50 pixel width, 50 pixel height. And if this is ready, now you will see the data. Now we both are active. Now it's time for the shortcode. Shortcode is very simple. This is responsible for making your shortcode live. So you have to make this shortcode, and once this shortcode is created, what you need to do is you need to get into a page. Let's create a page, and you need to list it as, and just give any name. Let's and give the shortcode. Click on publish, and we are querying. How are we querying? We just need the data that are actually active. We want only the active to show up. That's why we are passing in the get post. The meta key is the job status, the meta value is active. So this job status, if you remember, we have used it in the meta box. So this will be stored in the post meta table, and we'll be querying those and displaying it in the form of HTML, and that's it. And these are the relevant CSS, and we are using JavaScript so that when someone clicks on it, we get to know that the card has got clicked, and based on that AJAX request is got. So just to give you an intro, whenever you use AJAX in WordPress, it is recommended to pass the action. So this action is responsible for triggering the hook. So this trigger wp underscore AJAX, and followed by that you need to pass this action, whatever you pass here. So here in this case is job click. So based on that, WordPress knows that when someone triggers the AJAX, so the relevant hook that need to be called is this one. So based on that, there is a click function. It first gets the value from the post meta and makes an increment, and then after an increment update the same value into the post meta, and that's it. We are appending the jQuery in case if there is a problem. Then this is the jobs. So I think we have to change the name because we already have a add new page, and click on publish, view, and you'll see those two posts which is already there is active. If I click on it, you'll see active. Now what if I don't want the recruiter to be visible on the front end? In that case, I'll just make this not active and get into the listing page. You'll see the recruiter will not show up, only the sales set shows up. So here, that's the end. Our major focus was to implement AJAX. We did, and our major focus second is how to get only the value which is in the WP post meta. Here in this case, the key active and not active. Based on that, we need to pass the query and display the data, and that's also what we have done. And we have seen how to set the hierarchy in the taxonomy. That's also we did, and we have seen how to add a custom post type with the metabox with the field drop down. So that's also is set. So in the custom post type we have seen this. In the WP list table we have seen how to display those values in the WP list table, and in the taxonomy we have seen how to use the hierarchy. That is checked in the WP list table is checked, taxonomy is checked, custom post type with metabox is checked, shortcode with AJAX is also checked. So that's the end of the video. Meet you tomorrow with another plugin idea.